Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Real World English, where we help you speak English with confidence. I'm Ben.
Hi, Ben. Hello, everyone. It's so good to be here again. How are you doing today, Ben?
I'm doing very well, Chloe, but I am also very hungry. I skipped my mid-morning snack, and now all I can think about is food.
Oh, no. That's the worst feeling. Well, you are in luck, because that is exactly what we are going to talk about today.
Really? Our topic is food? That's fantastic. This is going to be a delicious episode.
I think so, too. We're talking all about food and cooking. But before we get to the main course, we have a very quick message for all of you listening.
That's right. If you are enjoying these conversations and learning a lot, please take just a second to click the subscribe button. It is the best way to support our channel, and it means you'll never miss a lesson.
And please give this episode a like if you enjoy our topic. Your support is so important to us. Okay, Ben, let's talk about food, my favorite subject.
Me too. So let's start with a big question. If you could only eat one type of food or one cuisine for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
Oh, that is the hardest question in the world. Just one? Okay. I think I would have to choose Italian food.
Italian food. An excellent choice. Why Italian?
Because it has everything. You have amazing pasta dishes, incredible pizza, delicious breads, and wonderful salads. And the desserts. Tiramisu, gelato. It's so diverse and always so comforting. I would be very happy.
I agree. The simplicity and the focus on fresh ingredients is just amazing. I think I might have to choose the same. But if I had to pick something different, I would probably choose Mexican food.
Ooh, Mexican food. That's another great one. What do you love about it?
I love the flavors. It's so vibrant. You have spicy, you have sour from the lime, you have fresh cilantro. I love tacos, burritos, fresh guacamole. It's just so full of life.
That's a perfect description. It really is food that's full of life. So, we both love to eat delicious food. But what about cooking? Do you prefer to cook at home or eat out at a restaurant?
That's a tough one. I think I enjoy both for different reasons. I love the experience of going to a restaurant, trying new things, and not having to wash the dishes.
Not washing the dishes is a huge bonus.
But I also really love cooking at home. It's more relaxed. You can be in your comfortable clothes, listen to music, and really take your time. It can be very creative and satisfying. What about you?
I feel the exact same way. I love going out for a special occasion like a birthday or an anniversary. It feels like a treat. But for my everyday life, I definitely prefer cooking at home. It's healthier, it's cheaper, and I genuinely enjoy the process.
So, are you a good cook?
I think I am a good cook for simple everyday meals. I am not a chef. I can't do anything too fancy. But I can make a really delicious soup or a great roast chicken. I follow recipes very carefully.
Following a recipe is a great skill. So, if you had to impress someone with your cooking, what is your signature dish? The one you make that is always perfect?
Oh, my signature dish. I think it would have to be my perfect omelette. I know it sounds very simple, but a truly good omelette is hard to make. Mine is light and fluffy and perfect every time.
An omelet. I am very impressed. A perfect omelet is a true sign of a good cook. How do you make it so perfect? Can you share your secret?
Of course. The secret is to use 3 eggs and whisk them really, really well with a little bit of milk until they are frothy and pale. That gets a lot of air into the eggs. And the second secret is to cook it on a low heat. You have to be patient. Don't rush it.
Low heat and lots of whisking. I see. And what do you put inside?
My favorite combination is a little bit of goat cheese, some spinach, and a few mushrooms. You cook the mushrooms first, then add the spinach at the end so it just wilts. You put it on one half of the omelet, fold it over, and let the cheese melt. It's delicious.
That sounds absolutely incredible. I want one right now.
So, what about you, Ben? What is your signature dish? Yes, tell us what you cook to impress people.
Well, my signature dish is probably my homemade chili. It's a big pot of spicy, smoky stew with beans, tomatoes, and lots of spices. I let it cook for hours and hours so the flavors get really deep. I serve it with rice, sour cream, and some fresh avocado.
Wow, that sounds like the perfect meal for a cold day. So comforting.
It is. It's my favorite thing to make for friends when they come over to watch a movie or a game. It's a very social food.
That's the best kind of food, the kind you share. Okay, so we've talked about cooking at home. What about restaurants? Can you remember your favorite restaurant experience?
Oh, yes. My favorite restaurant memory was for my birthday a few years ago. I went to a steakhouse, a restaurant that specializes in steak. I had the most perfect, delicious steak I have ever eaten in my life. The service was amazing. The atmosphere was cozy. It was just a perfect evening.
It's so nice when everything comes together perfectly like that. The food, the service, the company. It makes for a special memory.
What about you? Your best restaurant experience?
I think for me, it wasn't a fancy restaurant. I was on vacation in Greece in a small village by the sea. We went to a tiny little family owned taverna right on the beach. We ate fresh fish that was caught that morning, a simple Greek salad with the best feta cheese. We watched the sunset over the water. It was simple, but it was perfect.
That sounds even better than my steakhouse story. The location and the freshness of the food. That's what makes a meal unforgettable.
It really is. Okay, so after our main courses, we have to talk about the most important part of any meal dessert. Ben, do you have a sweet tooth?
Oh, yes. I definitely have a sweet tooth. I almost always need something sweet after dinner. My absolute favorite dessert in the world is a warm chocolate lava cake. You know, the little chocolate cake that has melted chocolate in the middle?
Yes. With a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top?
Exactly. The hot cake and the cold ice cream. It's the perfect combination. I love it so much. Are you a dessert person?
I am, but I actually sometimes prefer a savory dessert,
A savory dessert? What do you mean?
like a cheese plate. After a big meal, I sometimes prefer a selection of interesting cheeses with some crackers and grapes. It's a very European way to end a meal. But if I am in the mood for something sweet, I love a good lemon tart. Something a little bit sour and a little bit sweet.
A cheese plate is a very sophisticated choice. I like it. Okay, here's a fun question for you. What is the weirdest or most unusual food you have ever eaten?
Oh, this is an easy one for me. I was traveling in Southeast Asia, and my friends convinced me to try fried insects.
No, you did not.
I did. I tried a fried cricket. It was very crunchy. It mostly just tasted like the spices they cooked it with. It wasn't terrible, but I don't need to eat it again.
I am very impressed, Chloe. I don't think I could do that. For me, the strangest thing I've eaten is probably steak tartare, which is raw beef. It was surprisingly delicious, but it feels strange to eat raw meat.
Yes, that can be a little strange for the mind. But it's good to be adventurous with food sometimes. Last question for you. What is your ultimate comfort food? The food you eat when you are feeling sad or sick or just need a hug in a bowl?
For me, it is 100% macaroni and cheese. A big bowl of cheesy, creamy pasta. It reminds me of my childhood. My mom used to make it for me. It just feels safe and warm.
That is the perfect definition of comfort food. Something that reminds you of home. For me, it's chicken noodle soup. It's what my grandmother always made for me when I was sick. It just feels like it can cure anything.
Well, this has been a delicious conversation. Let's do a quick review. We talked about our favorite cuisines, Italian and Mexican. We discussed the difference between cooking at home and eating out.
We shared our signature dishes, my perfect omelet and your amazing chili. And we talked about our favorite restaurant experiences.
And we finished by talking about desserts, the weirdest foods we've ever eaten, and our favorite comfort foods. I am now officially starving.
Me too. This was so much fun. A huge thank you to everyone who listened. We hope you enjoyed our conversation about food and cooking.
And now, our question for you. What is your favorite food in the entire world? And what is your comfort food?
Please leave a comment below and tell us all about the foods you love. We would be so excited to read your answers.
And please don't forget to subscribe to Real World English. And give this episode a like if it made you hungry.
It definitely made me hungry. Thank you again for being here, everyone. Goodbye for now, Ben.
Goodbye, Chloe, and goodbye, everyone. We hope you eat something delicious today. See you next time.